Now we're just gonna go next. Yep. Alright. We're gonna try and save amputate for when Chloe's a little lower. Heal block on Chloe. There we go. Now we'll do amputate next turn, assuming she doesn't fanatic. Hey, Orapins, thank you for the follow. My guildmaster messaging me. So we've been having some issues. People not doing their guild battles, and one of our main guys bailing on us. Pretty much for the most part, we all know each other in person, so it's kind of an extra low blow when we get bailed on like that. Alright, done eating. So if there's anything you guys want to see, just speak up. Or if you want a suggestion, throw it out there. Hey T-Drippa, I've been playing for, well, just round it to a year now. I know I started sometime late summer, early fall, I forget what month I started in, but it's probably close enough to a year, I can just say that now. I'm sure your monsters are better than what you think. You probably have some. You may not have like all the greatest 4 or 5 stars, but there's plenty of good 3 stars, even some natural 2 stars that are worthwhile. Let's see, just like Kanamiya here. He's Nat 2. He's great. next we got Shannon, Nat 2, great support monster. Amon, Nat 3, great monster. Bella, Nat 3, great monster. Rena, nice water tank for Nat 3. Ramagos, Nat 2. It's not too bad when if you can get him with a lot of HP. And Bernard, he's super useful. Some of these I wish I knew right earlier on. Actually invested in them earlier on. I probably would have been a lot further progressed, or progressed a lot faster than what I actually did. I might have some other stuff in my monster storage. I try not to keep extra stuff in here unless I think I might use it. Alright, let's see what we got in the shop. Couple rounds in the arena. This team should work out just fine for this. And I love Lucian. It's a shame though, I really only use Lucian in the arena. I almost never use him in scenarios or dungeons. Oh nice, Wind Beast Monk, Fire Sky Dancer. Never really been a fan of the Undines. Light Ninjas, so-so. Like Pirate Captain, I have him max 4-star. He doesn't seem to be too bad. He's just a single target attacker though. I like putting Violent on. I put Violent on to level him up, and I think I might probably keep him Violent. Yeah, it's definitely hard to tell what's good, especially if you don't have friends or whatever to tell you what to keep and to constantly give you tips and keep you going in the right direction. Like Konamiya, I probably didn't even have one leveled up or skilled up for probably half the time that I've been playing so far. Probably same goes with Shannon and Bernard. If I worked on them a lot earlier in the game, I would have been a lot better off. Yeah, Fire Joker is not bad either. He's a great bomber. You'd want to just put him probably Fatal Focus, attack, 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 and when possible try and pair him up with somebody that has an attack buff, and his bombs will do incredible damage. The first Joker I ever got was the Water Joker, and he's literally a joke. do with this one? Let's just do it. Thanks for the follow, T-Drippa. Oh, that last fight went by so quick, I don't even know what happened. I kind of like spaced out for a moment, and all of a sudden it's done. Keep going with this team. This is my Wombo Combo team, for the most part. Having Charlotte in there kind of helps make up for Lucian being slow, because her AoE sets everyone's attack bar back, or has a chance to at least. Yeah, I try to talk. Sometimes it feels weird, like talking to myself when no one else is talking to me in chat. Yeah, I'm trying. That's my Wombo Combo. Alright, one more arena invite. Okay, so we got Chasen for healing. Probably want to take out Rakan ASAP. I think that'll work all around. So we're gonna probably try and kill Rakan first. I'm really hoping his Veramos is faster than my Bella. That way I can armor break Rakan and finish him off with Suitor, or Surtur. However the hell you say this dude's name. Oh man. Alright. We're gonna hope Bella gets a violent proc, and I could probably steal a turn. Yes! Alright. So the reason I don't need to be healed, but the reason I'm doing this is it's going to increase everyone's attack bar. And that should allow this fella here to steal a turn from this fella. Should. We'll see if it works. There we go. Now we're gonna smack him around. Oh, he's got more HP than I thought. Oh, no. Chloe's gonna blossom. Oh, man. That's a bummer. Yeah, I've hopped in some of the bigger guys' streams before, and there's usually there's multiple people in there, and they're all talking between themselves. Usually don't see them interacting with their viewers too much. So usually when I'm watching the streams that are really low-key and don't aren't swarmed with people. Alright, so plan B, let's kill Darien. Oh wow, that Darien doesn't have a lot of HP. Killing Darien will make killing Rakan easier. Probably would have worked if Darien wasn't there. Oh no, no, no. Leave Shannon alone. Get rid of those buffs. Feeling on very much. Yep, I'm glad I did that. Alright, so we're gonna try this again. Hopefully Surtur's third skill's up. I honestly don't know. Oh, it is. Wonderful. Goodbye, Rakan. That's the damage I like to see. Alright, Varamos is next. If this stun's chasing. Oh well. All works out in the end. Alright, so we're out of arena invites. What would you like to see? I can do some few runs of dragons, B10, giants B10, or just mindless grinding. Or if you want to see my monster box, we can talk monsters for a little bit. I am game for anything. Sure, I got 138 power stones, but... Oh, I actually got one finally. I must not have been paying attention. So yeah, it took me forever to just get my first power stone today. Well, if you're trying to learn the game, you can talk monsters for a bit. Let me see something real quick here. I got plenty of room. I'm gonna bring some guys out of my monster storage so we can talk monsters for a bit. I think I'm full at the moment, but I can make room. Just give me a few minutes. Yeah, I'm saving these jokers in case we get a Dark Joker Hall of Heroes next month. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I'll look through your box, and then we'll also talk about other more easily obtained monsters that you might come across that might be worth keeping. I think that'll be good enough. Let me just find someone to boot real quick. See if anyone's been inactive for a few days. Okay, I normally would boot somebody 3 days inactive, but I know this guy in real life, so I'm not booting him. We'll boot this guy. Yeah, just shoot me a friend invite, Trippa. Yeah, I'm free to play myself. That's why I'm not top of the arena right now. I just got really lucky with summoning. This Charlotte here was my very first Nat 5 that I summoned, and luck we have it, I got another one the next day. Yeah, and then I had a nice little cold streak for summoning Nat 5s, but I eventually got Wusa. Who else did I get? I thought I had somebody else before that. Charlotte, Wusa. Thought I had another Nat 5. I might just be overlooking. I don't count Sig because he's fusible. Oh, Monkey King. Which I'm kind of about. It's probably I'd really rather have a wind or fire, but whatevs. Yeah, you got a great Nat 5 too. Retouch is pretty nice. If you ever watch Summoners War YouTube videos, YDCB on the Asian server, like he's obsessed with trying to get a retouch right now. YDCBs on Asian servers, usually pretty high ranked in the arena, usually the Guardian 2, maybe even Guardian 3 sometimes. Alright, Trippa, let's pull up your monster box, see what you got. There's some social points. Alright, so Rogue, good. He's not too bad either. His third skill can crit, like, really good. If I got the right idea going with attack or damage attack, want to definitely work on getting his look for more crit substats as you get your runes upgraded. But you got him going in the right direction. Rogue, you can either go all attack or attack crit damage attack. I have an alt account. I have my speed, attack, Rage Blade. He does okay with that. Retouch I've never really messed with. He's an HP type. So retouch, you definitely want to make an HP monster. You also want to get his crit rate up pretty good. Yeah, we all get terrible runes at some point in the game, or starting off at least. Yeah, retouch you probably want to just put HP percent on 246. All energy is fine. As you progress, you probably want to look at switching them over to Violent, but what you got is good right now. Just go more HP and looking for crit rate substats. Because his first skill increases his attack speed if he hits a crit. So that can get pretty crazy. Economy, I would probably change his slot 6 to HP, just because he's kind of squishy otherwise. But otherwise, I think you got the right idea going. Just trying to make him really fast. Megan, she could be okay as support. I prefer to only use her in the arena on a speed team, but that's just me. Before I could do Giants B10, I was farming Giants B9. She was on my B9 team, because the Toad Poison was handy in removing the attack buff, or actually that B9 gets attack and defense buffs, so Toad Poison was good at least removing one of those two buffs, and then also putting the debuff on there to block it from coming back on, as long as the timing landed right. But let's see, speed, HP. You could probably go HP or accuracy on slot 6. Depends if you want her dot to land or the Toad Poison to land, or if you're just wanting her for her buff. I'd probably just go speed, HP. But if you're wanting the debuffs to land, consider accuracy, maybe switching to HP later on depending on what you need. Rena's a pretty good monster for starting off. Yeah, there's a joke that you always hear going around once in a while. It's like, the good runes are in Giants, but you need good runes to do Giants. Which is true to some degree. Usually getting up to B6 isn't so bad. It's B7 and up is when it probably starts getting a little bit more difficult. Or maybe even B8 on up. It's B7 and B6 are about the same since they're light and dark. Do you know how rune drops work in the scenarios? Like Hell drops 3 and 4 star runes. Boss stage can drop a random number and potentially up to a blue 5-star. So you could just, for Megan, if you at least want to fill that one spot, let's see what, I haven't farmed Swift in a while. hide any ruins. You can just farm stage 6 until you get a 4-star accuracy rune if that's what you want to go there. Yeah, 100% resist arenas are great in the arena because they are a pain in the butt to kill. At least for quite a few people. I finally got a team that can handle level 40 arenas even if they have high resistance. Ideally, you want to get HP on this one. Of course, you'd have to find resistance other ways, whether it's another endure set instead of energy, or just really good substats as you move along. Yeah, Seek is a glass cannon. That's about it. If you ever do the Katarina fuse, which is the Wind Valk, him, Chloe, or in a pinch you could use her to put invincibility on Katarina. Along with his buff, Katarina's 3rd skill just hits like a freaking freight train. Because when she's invincible, her 3rd skill ignores defense. So it might be worth working on that fusion or keep an eye out for the monsters for that fusion. I haven't done it myself. Probably wouldn't hurt to do that sometime. I got a buddy at work that has one of these. He actually keeps this one as his rep monster. I would probably eventually look at putting her on Violent. When she's on Violent and she kills somebody with this skill, it's just like she just spams this skill and she can dish out a lot of damage as long as she kills something every time. Probably great for, does pretty decent in secret dungeons. Michelle's probably on top of my list. I have heard of people on like Reddit and such having her part of their Giants B10 team. Hey, Luke 10. Yeah, like I said before, I'm not too much of a fan of the Undines, but this one is nice because she has that group immunity. I went through probably 3/4 of my time playing this game without anybody that had a group immunity buff. So I would have loved to have her, or really anybody with group immunity. She's kind of an interesting one sometimes. Let me see how you have her built. I came across a scary one of these once. She was violent, and it's like she like shield, heal, and stun like 2 of my guys like all in one round. This is also, of course, before the violent nerf, so it's a lot easier to get 5+ violent procs. I'm good, Luke. We're just looking at T-Drippa's monsters. Make sure we got them going in the right direction. Yeah, they did some rune balancing probably early spring, I want to say, maybe winter, or late winter. So there's a bigger difference between 3- and 4-star runes than there used to be. So if you're able to farm hell, it's definitely worthwhile to just wait for the right 4-star rune to drop. definitely got... Looks like, yeah, like I said earlier, you eventually get him attack. Obviously, you're just using placeholders right now. Yeah, Julie's... her name will be Julie when you awaken her. She's not too bad. Thanks for the follow, Luke. Despair's not a bad thing to put on her. Or you could also go Rage Blade with attack or damage attack. Tough luck, Luke. Yeah, early on, I had one of my random friends that I got through the game had her as their rep, and she got me through quite a bit early on. I have a Julie. I haven't done anything with her. I didn't even really pay attention to the notes or the patch notes when they came out, so I don't know what kind of buff she may have gotten. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know if she's quite Lucian level. Just because her third skill, yeah, it hits up to 6 times, but it doesn't ignore defense. But she's not horrible. DS, very similar to Darien. Biggest difference is his main skill is HP recovery block, and second skill has a chance to break either attack power and or defense. It's a 2-hit attack, so technically both debuffs could land. But people prefer Darien typically just because his armor break is on his main skill. But DS, I'd hold on to him. It's probably just going to be high on the priority list. She's, I guess, supposed to be a pretty good farmer for Feynman. I haven't messed with her too much. I think I have her 5-starred on my alt account, but I haven't really seriously used her yet. Ramagos can be quite a beast. Long term, try and go for vampire, maybe vampire revenge, maybe. And that's basically his clean shot. It's just a free heal for 35% of the damage. Hi Hambone, how you doing? Let's see. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of this guy. I thought about working on him once and then quickly stopped. Shannon is definitely worthwhile. Great support monster. As you can see, and if you were watching me in the arena earlier, I have her on my. She's a pretty regular on my arena team. I have this guy 6-starred on my alt account. It's more of a kind of an experiment. I wasn't too thrilled with the results. If I could take it back, I probably would. This guy seems interesting. I think I just have max 4-star. I put some Violent Blade on him. It's pretty nice when the Violent procs start going off because he'll hit somebody with his main attack, break their defense, and then maybe pop his third attack and just do a nice big hit. This guy ain't too bad either. I actually plan on 6-starring mine next, as my next 6-star. This guy's nice. He has an AoE defense break. He's very popular, or probably wouldn't say, I don't know about very popular, but he is popular sometimes in the arena and guild battles. When people use him in those scenarios, they don't use him as an attacker for damage, just for his defense break to make a quick kill. So people will usually put speed, HP, and just to make sure he doesn't die instantly. But if you're wondering in the midterm, if you're gonna use him for damage, probably you do have him HP. I guess that might be the route you were planning on going with them. Darien, not too bad. I don't use mine much, to be honest, but I do see plenty. I do come across plenty in the arena and such that give me a run for my money, or so to speak, at least. Since I'm free to play, you can't really give me a run for my money, but whatever. You guys probably get the gist. What'd she do? I'm personally not too much of a fan of most of the Kung Fu girls. I think the only one that's possibly worthwhile is it's either the light or dark one, I forget which one. Lulu's a pretty good healer early on, being that he or she, whatever gender Lulu is, it has 2 heals that which both remove at least 1 debuff. Single target heal removes all debuffs. I messed with Wayne a little bit early on in the game and never really went far with them. If you ever end up making a copper, Wayne's counterpart Randy, the fire guy, fire bounty hunter, is good to pair up with copper because his buff increases defense and crit rate. So copper has an ability to thunder strike, and when copper's defense is, I think, double, or I forget exactly. It has to be so much more than the targets, and if it's high enough, then they ignore defense, and he can just crit like nothing else. Like he one-shots a lot of people, or has that ability at least, or potential. I think she's fusion. I've tried taking some of the Drunken Masters to 5-star. Never really been impressed with them thus far. This guy's pretty decent early on. He's a good fire tank early in the game. Dark Taoist. Yeah, Luke, I'll check you out when I'm done with this with him. Oh, you do have Randy. Okay. Yeah, if you end up making copper, he's a good one to pair up with him. I would hold on to this guy. He sometimes he's a little bit of a specialty, but he can be very annoying in the arena with his taunts. I don't really have any experience yet with the Dark Cowgirl. I just dumped her straight in my storage box. You gotta chase him, Luke? I'm jelly. I do not have a chase him. So yeah, hope that was helpful. It looks like all of your higher up monsters are mostly on the right path. Like you said, you're still working on the ruins quite a bit, but I think you're definitely headed in the right direction. Alright, let me free up a spot, Luke, and I will make room for you to get added. Yeah, I don't really use my friends in battle too often. I'll get rid of you. All in good time, Luke. All in good time. It took me forever just to get a decent violent set on one person. Once you're able to farm Fame and Hell, you can at least get some 4-star runes for her. But yeah, Fame and Hell is especially the latter stages earlier on, is quite a trip. I have a really old video on my YouTube channel of when I could just early on start doing Fame and Hell, and it was just barely. And I had to do it manual. I couldn't even do it auto. Yeah, Luke, just shoot me a friend request. I'm gonna do one arena battle real quick while you do that. Alrighty, this is a interesting team. She's gonna make life difficult. Why, you might ask? Not that one. This one. She removes buffs and turns it into continuous damage. So we want to go in here with a team that's going to have minimal buffs, just because we don't want to have those turned against us. So we're not going to go with Chloe. But we also have an Arnold and a Chasen. Thermos. Alright, so we're going to go Veramos, keep debuffs under control, especially Thermos' armor break. We want somebody to do Aria for some crowd control. Bella for our healing and armor break. Alrighty, who do we want for the last spot? We need somebody with pretty good damage output, but also someone who's not going to get one shot by this fella here. I think I'm going to go with my Charlotte. And hope you get Let some Hoper first skill proc some sleep so you get some back-to-back attacks. Alrighty. So we get some stuns here. Nope. Try Charlotte, see if we get some stuns. That's not too bad. Let's see if we can get some more stuns. Yes. Alright, let's see if we can pop this guy's Endure. Let's put you to sleep. Let's pop your Endure. Let's see if we can put you to sleep too, maybe? Nope. You need to go to sleep. Let's see if we can kill that Endure buff. Nope. Oh well. Go to sleep. Let's see if we can kill Jason, hopefully. Or not. Put you to sleep. No, I guess not. Okay, go to sleep. Sleep. Yes. I likes to sleep. Alright, let's see if we can stun. I'll take Arnold being stunned. That way you can't extort me. Alright, we're gonna put that on her. That way she gets the bright idea of trying to heal. It won't work out so well for her. Alright, so no one's asleep, so we're gonna AoE. This again. This is going a lot smoother than I thought it was going to be. Let's see if we can get Arnold stunned again. Nope. Let's try again. Come on, stun. Alright, let's just kill him. Or sleep. Sleep. Or stun. That works. Go with Jason again. Yeah, their Arnold has not had a chance to move yet. And we're done. I expected more out of that fight. I was a little bit more worried than going into it than how it actually turned out. Alright, Luke, let's check you out. I think that has to be reloaded for it to work. Some social points for you. Oh, there's all your stuff. Alright. She's probably my favorite Ninetales. Alright, so you were talking about your next 6-star after Jason. Let's see who we got in the running. Actually, I want to see how you have her ruined. I got some nice runes. Well, you started, I looked at the best rune first, so I had my expectations a little high. But yeah, you're still not too bad. Want to check out your 4th island? Nice. That looks an awful lot like a Pokeball. I can never get myself to spend the Mana Stone on shrubberies. Alright, back to monsters. Yeah, I got one of Soha on my alt account. I have mine run with Vampire Revenge. I think she can do Fame and Hard. She needs a little bit better runes before she can do Hell mode. So I would consider, after Chasen, I would probably consider maybe Bella. If you're looking more for a raw damage dealer, your Samurai might be your best bet if you're looking for damage. Slots. Slot 1 is always plus attack, just a straight stat. Slot 3 is always plus defense, straight stat. And slot 5 is always plus HP, straight stat. On slot 1, you'll never get a defense substat. Slot 3, you'll never get an attack substat. Yeah, Jean's not too bad. I have a 5-star Jean on my alt account. Single target, he's great. I was kind of leaning more towards this dude. I think his skill set's a little bit better. Just because his main skill can break defense. I never really looked at his second skill. Second skill so-so, but he also has an AoE attack, which is always nice, or two AoE attacks. So I like damage dealers that preferably have at least one AoE attack. But Jean is definitely wouldn't be a horrible choice. It's just he needs probably a little bit more support to be really useful. Cisco, yeah, it can hit hard, but it really only hits hard if he has an attack buff and defense broken on his target. Like in that scenario, my 5-star Jean, he's crit in the mid 20Ks before. Hey Mastermind, I've been playing for about a year now. And just so you know, this is not my monster box. We are currently looking at Luke's monsters. Or Luke'em. So yeah, Luke'em, if you're looking for damage dealer, I'm leaning towards Samurai, especially since you already have him 5-starred. If you're looking for a little bit more healing support, I go Bella. Now, Mastermind, I am free to play. My budget's too tight to blow money on games like this. Alright guys, I will be right back. I just need to use the restroom real quick. So I will be back in a few minutes. Alright, fellas, I'm back. Alright, let me catch up on chat, see what you guys have been talking about while I'm away. Yeah, Lulu is a good healer. I'm not necessarily sure he's worth 6-starring, but at least for a while, he's a great 5-star monster as a healer. I used to use Lulu a lot. I still have my Lulus. It's just in my monster box. Alright, since I'm not looking at anyone else's boxes, we're gonna just go over some... We'll look at some basic monsters that you might have a better chance of getting. There's a chance you might get this guy from a light and dark scroll like I did. I don't think he's too bad. I have mine ruined wrong probably at the moment because I have put HP on, not defense. But he has a nice little passive. It's like a built-in revenge rune. Well, it's even better than a revenge rune because the chance of landing a glancing hit on him is increased by 30%. He has an AoE continuous damage attack. And his main attack can break defense and add continuous damage. I don't think he's that bad of a monster. I'm actually considering working on him in the near future if I don't get